found them.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Clay Ranger 143 here, along with...
You know who I am.
Well, for those of you who don't, say your name.
Thunderbody 01.
Yeah, I can see that devious grin on your face. Yeah. Anyways. And in this episode of Radio Reviews, we are going to cover a radio that is totally not a ripoff of the fucking AlertWorks. Sorry about that. As I was saying, in this episode of Radio Reviews, we're going to be taking a look at a radio that's...
I was turning on the backlight for you. You're welcome.
Yeah, I can see that. On a radio that's kind of weird looking. Looks somewhat like another radio, what we'll get to in a minute. And that would be the Emerson Research CKW2000. Now you might be thinking to yourself, wait a minute. Wait one fat minute. This radio looks oddly familiar. And it does. That's because if I go over here, put it right here, look at the AlertWorks. And look at the Emerson. Look at them. Look at them! They look exactly alike.
Except the AlertWorks ripped it off.
Yeah! But you mean the Emerson ripped off the AlertWorks?
The AlertWorks came out in the 2010s. The Emerson came out in 2006.
Oh, so my fucking mistake! Of course they had to rip off something!
But yeah.
Look, if you look at this, AlertWorks has done some work of their own. They ripped off this.
Emerson made it first. Then AlertWorks came along and said,
"Oh, we're gonna copy Emerson's research and make it look like our version."
I'm not even kidding. That's what it looks like. Look, that's what it looks like. Look, similar button layout. The antennas are on the same size and side, and they look the same. Orange backlight, buttons on top for the arrows, menu select also on top, weather button on top, volume button is on the side on the Emerson, volume up and down buttons are on the side on the AlertWorks on the top as well. But AlertWorks ripped off the Emerson! They ripped off the Emerson!
Imagine if Emerson made a white version of that radio.
Oh, so they could rip off the white AlertWorks too? Yeah, here's the white AlertWorks. They even went as far as making a white version of the ripoff of this!
Oh, let's see if any single Steve's texted you.
Oh my god! Single stees in my area that want to make... Okay. Yeah, as soon as you say that, Katie texted me. So you're trying to tell me that Katie is a single stee?
No.
Yeah, that's what you said. Yeah, good job. Good job. She's the one. She's the only one who texted me.
No.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
What? What, did you not see her profile picture right there?
I did not.
It's obvious that she was there. It's obvious. The profile picture was right there, you big stee. No, help. Yeah, you're not getting any help. Actually, I'm gonna text her and ask her to join us since she has this radio.
Good idea.
Alright, I'm gonna text her and see if she can join.
Alright, I did this right, yep. Let's see. I know.
Yeah, we're having a lot of deviousness.
Yeah, we're how far into the video now?
About like 5 minutes, I think.
Oh,
5 or
wow.
6 minutes. If she calls on here, let me know and answer it from there.
Alright.
But anyways, back to the Emerson Research. This radio came out in 2006.
I thought
So-
it came out in 6002. I mean, what?
No, I thought it came out in 6969. But no, it's, in all seriousness, this radio came out in 2006. Just 8 years before the AlertWorks came out in 2014.
Oh, so who ripped off who now?
The AlertWorks ripped off Emerson.
Ah, there we go.
Yeah, I fucking made a mistake.
But yeah, AlertWorks blatantly ripped it off. Even the warning lights look similar. Except the AlertWorks lights are slightly larger in size. And that's what she said too. I mean, what? And instead of an advisory light on the bottom light, the Emerson actually has a statement light.
A yellow statement light at that.
So technically it's an advisory light, but it's but it says statement on it. On a radio from 2006. How is that possible? How is that possible? Not to mention the thing looks like a deformed Tetris T-shaped block. It looks like a brick more than anything. Just like the AlertWorks. And the white one too. Look, if I zoom in right here, there's the white one. Just sitting over there casually between my Eton FRX3 and Nicholas's HH. And then there's the black one sitting next to the 261. They both look like Tetris blocks. And so does this.
I actually have a theory about the statement light being yellow as opposed to green. So, my assumption is there's not that many alerts with the name advisory on it.
Yeah.
And statement was a more common name. So my guess is they used statement for the bottom light.
Yeah. They probably did, but anyways, we are going to be getting on with some of the features, and hopefully we may have a special guest joining us soon who also has this radio. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the non-existent button beeps and the siren test on this thing.
So, do you like having to hear a phone go off every time you get an alert? I just scrolled right by it.
Hello? But no, seriously, the siren on this radio sounds like a telephone. It really does. Like, I don't know what they were thinking when they made this. And there's another radio that we're going to review in another episode, which kind of... And I saw what the fuck you did with the zoom controls, bitch. I saw what you did, goddammit. But there's another radio which we have to... Stop zooming in!
I'm zooming in on the radio.
Oh, you better. You better not be zooming in on my crotch, thank you. Fuck damn it. But anyways, in all seriousness, there's another radio which we're going to review in another episode that sounds similar to this, but we'll get to that soon. But for now, we're covering the Emerson. But yeah. Emerson. I know you're probably out of business right now. But what the hell were you thinking when you made this siren? That does not sound threatening at all.
Works better when you go to... There we go.
It sounds like a telephone. And isn't it the same siren for all types of warnings, or is it different?
I think it's actually... Let me load this up. I have it here somewhere.
But, yeah, it is...
I think that's just the warning siren, though.
Yeah, it is. But if the other siren sounds the same, that's going to be really, really funny.
Alright, I think it has a different watch siren.
Does it? Oh, it's slower.
Yeah, then the... Oh, that's my...
Advisory.
Yeah. I was just making sure my finger
Yeah.
wasn't covering the microphone, which is up top on this camera. For some weird reason. Let's
Yeah.
see. Then, oh, I'm in the M's. That's why I couldn't see it.
So it's basically slower.
Yeah, it gets slower for for each criteria.
Well, warning is the fastest. Keeps backing me out. God damn it, Nicholas. Anyways, let's get into the next feature, and that would be the screen. Do you guys remember last year when me and Nicholas were here and we did a radio reviews episode on the Max Digital with the glitchy screen? You remember that? I'm sure some of you viewers do.
This has the same problem, actually.
It's not doing it now, but if it'll focus in, come on, there you go. But yeah, you see that? The screen is kind of glitching, mainly on the F. You see the top part of the F is fading out a bit. Same thing with the 0 and 02.
Oh, looks like you too. Yeah, thank you, Apple, for forcing your buyers to put that music on their phones, bitches.
But yeah, you see how it's slowly fading out in the F in Friday?
And in the 0 in on the second.
Yeah. It does that. Because the screen is getting old. It's an old radio. It's made in 2006, for Pete's sake. But another thing about the screen is that, I don't know why, it's a huge screen. But I don't know why this one is... how do I put this? I don't know why AlertWorks, if AlertWorks was the same thing, basically, if they did the same thing just by ripping this off blatantly, why couldn't they do the same concept with the screen? It somewhat looks crowded, yeah, but it has everything on it. And it looks like we got a special guest incoming who also has this particular radio. Hey, look who's here.
Hey.
Ladies and gentlemen, Norfolk Southern Storm has arrived in the building. This is what's going on. So
That's what she said.
But
You said that's what you said. This is what's going on. You didn't.
I'm not the she though. Katie's the only she here. God damn it!
Well, I had to say the joke.
You didn't have to. You chose to.
I also had to.
Yeah?
Bitch. I mean what?
Invites me to your house and calls me a bitch. All right.
Okay. Thought.
Invites me to your house and calls me a thought.
God damn it!
God damn it, the Beavers did.
Fuck off!
I'd rather not.
I can never win with you, can I?
Because I always win. That's why.
Shut up, Katie. But yeah. That's another feature on the Emerson that is getting, slightly worn out. Yes, we're doing a radio reviews on the Emerson. Since you have this radio, I figured it would be appropriate to invite you in here. But
I do have this radio.
yeah. It's a big brick, isn't it? But anyways, we're getting into the next feature on this, and that would be the button layout compared to the AlertWorks EAR10. So let's go ahead and compare it. Okay, so the button layout. And Nicholas, if you could come here with me, I could probably make this easier.
Why would I come here? That's
That's not what I fucking meant!
well, maybe next time you should be more specific.
I would be saying that to a girl, but ha! 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 Ha!
Yeah?
Ha!
Stupid Sanjian antenna. Stupid Sanjian antenna. Can you stay up? Oh, stay up.
That's what she said. Is that an offer? Is that a fucking offer?
Moving onwards.
Yeah, in bed. Wait, what?
Oh.
Anyways, oh, fuck that. Oh. You almost dropped the fucking AlertWorks! Anyways, moving on. Moving right along. The button layout. Yeah, you can clearly see this radio has a lot of buttons. Actually, let me put the antenna down to make it easier. But you can see that this radio clearly has a lot of buttons on it. There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 buttons on top. Apart from the volume switch on the side of the radio.
I think that might have been a switch. I don't know.
Yeah, or a volume knob. But
and someone else joined.
It's Drew. Oh shit! Hey Drew, welcome to a fucking devious episode. Anyways.
As Michael's going Superman over there.
God damn it!
DC Universe, sponsor us.
Oh, shut the hell up!
So I can't use that, so I'm using my computer instead.
Now, if we go over to the AlertWorks, then the white one and the black one doesn't have any alterations. It doesn't matter apart from the color. But if we look up here, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 buttons. So the Emerson has 4 more buttons than the AlertWorks does. Apart from the weather on-off switch on the very back of the radio behind the volume down button. But this has like 4 more buttons on top than the AlertWorks does. That's because this radio, despite being the original, the OG, if it wasn't for this radio, the AlertWorks would not exist. That's because they ripped it off! So, anyways, that's because this radio actually has AM/FM.
I thought that would be a good cutoff point, but I guess not.
Just don't press. Fucking. I see you zooming in, bitch. I see you zooming in on me, goddammit.
Yes, that's back.
Shut up, Drew. You're giving him ideas. Oh. Wait a minute. Wait, fuck. Oh.
What?
Anyways, yeah. This radio actually has AM/FM capabilities on it. And the button is right over here. It's the band button.
That and the power button.
Yeah. Unlike the AlertWorks, which has a big weather snooze button on top right here, the Emerson doesn't have that. Instead, that button is replaced by the snooze button.
Which also controls the dimmer.
Yeah. Dimmer for the backlight. So, yeah. The button layout is quite complex when you get, when you first buy this radio. But once you get the hang of it, it'll be fine. But anyways, we're going on to the next feature. And that would be some comparisons, if you will. And that would be the antenna. Alright, so the antenna. You notice how it looks similar to the AlertWorks. It's on the same side of the radio as the AlertWorks. It's experiencing some slight stages of antenna arthritis at the current moment. But this antenna sucks. Unless you're in an open area. Unlike me, where I'm just surrounded by fucking trees. In the middle of butt-fuck nowhere.
Yeah, this video is so getting demonetized. If you ever monetize your channel, this is...
It never was monetized to begin with.
I'm saying if it were to get monetized.
Yeah, still.
Anyways, yeah. You see this? This antenna is literally a clone of the AlertWorks antenna. How can I prove this? Simple. If we go over here to the AlertWorks, if I set this down, look over here. The antenna is literally the same. It's on the same side. It's also experiencing antenna arthritis.
Uh-oh.
And it's short, just like the version 2's antenna. Well, taller than the version 2. Slightly taller than the version 2. But look at this. I'm going to compare it to the white AlertWorks since it's the nearest one. It's not so crowded. And since the white AlertWorks is basically the same radio as the black one, except it's white, you can see that the AlertWorks' antenna is slightly taller than the Emerson. I don't know if you can see that, but if you put it over here, you see that? You see those domes? This is the Emerson's dome. That's the AlertWorks' dome. It's slightly taller than the Emerson. And yet, it's the similar antenna design. It has the plastic dome on top.
On top?
God damn it! On top, for cosmetic show, as you can see, has the same exact thing as the AlertWorks does. Except this one is white because it's a white AlertWorks. But look, when you put it down, it blends in with the radio, as you can see, and the lens cap. Yeah, it does that. But yeah, it blends in with the radios. You can see, like, it was like, it's almost like it's trying to be camo, like obscure, but it fails. But in all seriousness, this antenna is not ideal for catching long signals with it. You have to be in an open area, unlike me. Nicholas is in an open area back at home because, you know, his house is centered in a perfect area for signal. Unlike mine, which used to be that way before Hurricane Michael hit. And then the signal just completely tarnished itself.
So basically, you tarnished your own signal.
No, that was Hurricane Michael, you smartass! Zooming in on me, I see. But,
Gotta get those memes in somehow.
I'm already memeable enough! But yeah. The antenna, in all seriousness, it's an okay antenna. But it's not ideal for getting long-range stations or signals. But the next topic we're going to cover is the AM/FM band.
So with any weather radio, there's obviously a weather band.
Mm-hmm.
And this particular radio also comes with AM and FM. So why don't we test out the reception to see how it works?
Yeet.
With damaging winds and mainly small hail possible.
That's KHC-27.
Very heavy rainfall in the slowly moving thunderstorms could produce thunderstorms likely.
That's Linville.
These winds around 5 miles.
This is Charlotte, but
70%.
Barely.
it was Mooresville.
With a chance of showers.
WXL-42.
Oh, nice.
South winds around 5 miles. Weather service forecast for Rock Hill and vicinity. Today, mostly cloudy.
That's really the best station you can get on
Showers
here.
and thunderstorms late this morning. Then numerous showers and thunderstorms this afternoon.
We could be getting
Highs
some
in the
action.
mid-80s.
That's what she said.
East winds around 5 miles.
Hey, you
an
said
hour.
it, not me.
Chance of rain 70%.
Good point.
I'd rather not fuck.
Bye.
All right.
Mostly cloudy. Numerous showers and thunderstorms until midnight. Then a chance of showers
But yeah,
after midnight.
that's the weather radio. Now if we turn on the power button, that takes you to AM and FM. Let's go to 90.7. If you can even pick it up. Or we can pick up another station.
Oh, I think, yeah, maybe.
Continues to be despotic and dictatorial elsewhere. Like, what is this real?
Well, a couple things. One of the pressures that he faces is the economic one. As you know, Saudi Arabia is doing this big effort to sort of make economic reforms, and they want to have international investment, and they want to signal that Saudi Arabia is supposed to do it. But as long as those dissidents are in prison and continue to be held, it is hard to sort of see this just as reform in itself. It seems to be at least an attempt at...
Highs in the upper 80s.
opposition in check. And
and thunderstorm.
Can't pick up most stations, but I can only pick up 90.7 for some reason. It's weird, but yeah. That's the reception on here.
Not the best, as we could probably tell.
Yeah, not the best, but hey, we got Rock Hill, so.
I just noticed this is either a smudge or something else on over here.
Yeah, it's probably a smudge, but still. I mean, it's not really, you know, outdated, but still. Next feature we're going to cover before the speaker quality is the alert blocking on this radio, which it has, just like the AlertWorks. So let's go ahead and get into that feature next.
So next feature is the alert blocking, also known as defeating siren, however you want to say it.
Yeah, the defeat siren, and it's not like the zone guard where it says defat.
Yeah, it actually says defeat. So let's see is it up for, yep. So like the AlertWorks, you can actually disable or enable any alerts that you want to hear your radio go off for. And believe it or not, it actually works similarly to the 300, I noticed, because it actually scrolls up here.
Yeah,
and
it does.
It also has the expiration the expiration on the bottom.
Plus, I also noticed that it has all county, like on the bottom of the screen, kind of similar to the 300.
So does that mean the Emerson also ripped off the 300?
Not necessarily. The firmware maybe, yeah. But the design of alone was just ripped off by AlertWorks.
Yeah, so yeah, you can disable or enable any watches, warnings, or advisories that you can get, obviously except for some higher priority alerts like tornado warning or something.
Or hazmat warning.
Or the Giovanni warning, I mean the EAN.
Oh my god, yes.
I had to go there.
Yeah, you had to, and it was good. And you chose to do so too, so that's a good thing, I guess.
Also, while we're on the topic of alert blocking too, I should also mention that this also has the ability to create your own alerts, which I've already done.
Yeah, custom alerts can be added to this radio just like the AlertWorks and the 300.
Yeah, the only thing is, these dashes I can't seem to get rid of. I don't know if you can see it on here.
Yeah, I don't think you can get rid of those dashes at all.
Yeah, and it also blinks weirdly too.
Yeah, it does. I don't know why it does that, but yeah. Snow squall warning, you have SQW right there. Storm surge warning, extreme wind warning, storm surge watch, and then you have like the other custom alerts that they added recently to it. So you have that, and I guess some of the newer versions. And also another thing that we should mention about this is that the previous alerts can be shown even though the radio is shut off. You see this? And somebody's flying. That's Aaron, I guess. But yeah. You see the statement light is now lit up. You see that? So, that means it is keeping the previous alerts. Oh, now the one in the 1130 is fading out. You see that?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah, this is a defective screen. Oh, now this is back and this is fading out. The screen is fading completely. But anyway, there's a special marine warning that he got a while back.
Also known as the alert that Upton loves to wake me up at 3 a.m. for.
Yes, exactly. There's a severe thunderstorm warning. As you can see, the warning light is lit up. Unlike the AlertWorks, only the letters light up in their appropriate colors. It's not like the AlertWorks where the whole thing lights up.
Right, and then there's a bunch of floods warning.
Yeah, a flash flood warning.
More marine warnings. Yeah, you can tell a lot of special marine warnings. That's how you can tell that Upton loves their marine warnings.
Oh, really? I didn't tell. I couldn't tell.
Yeah, I wish it kept the snow squall warning on there, because this way it actually hold on, I could probably mimic the scroll here. Also, for some reason I just scrolled right by it. See, for some weird reason it blinks that instead of scrolls it.
Huh? For custom alerts only?
Yeah, for custom alerts only.
That is weird.
Which I think is just dumb, but
yeah. But anyways, now you know about the alert blocking, and everything else about it, you know, like keeping previous alerts. But now we're going to go into the last feature about this radio, and that would be none other than the speaker quality. The speaker quality on the Emerson Research CKW2000. Now, you may have noticed that, you know, we already covered the topic that this was a victim to AlertWorks' bullshit rip-off techniques. Which also means, like the AlertWorks, you know how the speaker's on the back? The speaker is also on the back. Like I said, the Emerson was the source of the AlertWorks. And they ripped it off, so there's some gunk inside the speaker, but yeah. This is where the speaker is located, right on the bottom here. And oh, and there's the sticker right there. But anyways, we're going to turn on the weather band and see how it picks up and how it picks up channel 2.
A chance of thunderstorms in the afternoon. Humid with highs in the mid-80s. East winds around 5 miles an hour. Chance of rain 50%. Saturday night, mostly cloudy with a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the upper 60s. Northeast winds around 5 miles an hour. Chance of rain 50%. The extended forecast for the listening area. Sunday, partly sunny with a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the upper 80s. Chance of rain 50%. Sunday night, mostly cloudy with a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the upper 60s. Chance of rain 50%.
That's the volume all the way up.
Monday, partly sunny with a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the upper 80s. Chance of rain 50%. Monday night, mostly cloudy. A chance of showers and thunderstorms until midnight. Lows in the upper 60s. Chance of rain 50%. Tuesday, partly sunny in the morning.
It's on low.
Highs in the upper 80s. Chance of rain 30%. Tuesday night, partly cloudy. Lows in the upper 60s. Wednesday, mostly.
But yeah, the speaker sounds fairly tinny, a bit on the back, but most of the time it has some bass to it, but not much, especially on the FM stations. Now, if you take a look over here on the back, the way the speaker's placed, it's because, you know...
Let's try and do this without me dropping the camera. There we go.
Yeah. The way the speaker's placed, you see that?
Yeah, I see it.
It's because of the way it is back there, and you can actually see the speaker just barely in there, but it looks like a fairly decent quality speaker. But you'll notice that this radio, even though it's a rip-off to the AlertWorks, and whoa.
What?
Oh.
Yeah, that's rotted.
Okay, I don't want to step on that. Anyway, yeah.
I thought the AlertWorks ripped that off.
Huh?
I thought the AlertWorks ripped off the Emerson. You said it the other way around.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Still. Now, let's go back inside so we can discuss the final thoughts about this Emerson Research. So, in conclusion on the Emerson Research CKW2000, this is a decent radio, to say the least. Has some up-to-date features. It's kind of outdated, but then again, this was made in 2006. So what exactly do you expect out of a radio like this?
Yeah, like,
Do you expect people to be up to date with the radio from 2006?
Unfortunately, Midland couldn't get that lesson in their brains because the 400 doesn't have the option to set custom fucking alerts. So
I thought you were told to ease off on the F words.
I said too many of them already.
And whose fault is that?
Mine!
Anyways.
Then again, who doesn't hate cursing his videos?
Exactly. Katie! Did you see that shit? Did you see that shit?
And I just now got my coffee, so yeah.
Say what you want, redhead. I mean, what?
Yeah?
Yeah,
I
redhead.
am a redhead.
Anyways.
I'm a redhead now.
Anyways.
I read it.
Yep. Anyways, the Emerson. Back to the Emerson. So, if you want a radio that has like, yeah, not the AlertWorks, even though AlertWorks ripped this off in 2014. But if you want a radio that has AM, FM, and weather band, if you live in a rural area that's, you know, flat, that's not blocked by any buildings or trees or stuff like that, and if you're close to an NWR transmitter, then this is the radio for you. If you're in a mountainous terrain area like I am, this is not the radio I would recommend.
Keep in mind that radio can be glitchy at times.
Yes, it can. There is some firmware issues on this particular radio from the, and some weird features too, from the weird sounding telephone siren, to the strange looking screen, to the strange layout, to the strange antenna, to the strange speaker, strange everything. Everything about this radio is strange.
To the developers of Stranger Things, please sponsor us.
Oh my. I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah, to those of you that got up to this part, rewind the video and take a shot every time he says strange.
Oh no!
I probably said strange. We probably said strange about 15 times already. 10 to 15 times at least. But
Challenge
yeah.
accepted.
Ah. Damn it. But yeah, this radio, I personally would not recommend it as a first radio, but if you are a weather radio collector like we are, then this would be an interesting radio to pick up. It's fairly rare and you can't find many of these.
They're rare, that's for sure.
Yeah, they are pretty rare. You can't find many of these online. They barely sold any of these. But it's a promising little radio. It's a promising little radio that has a lot of features, and I think Emerson just wanted to take a shot at it. And that's what they did. And it turned out into an interesting result of a radio that is now in the land of nostalgia. So, on that note, I guess we'll end this episode of Radio Reviews for now. Thank you all for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, slap that like button.
Like it's Kim Kardashian's big ass until it's red like an apple.
I mean, what? Subscribe to my channel as well as ThunderBuddy01's channel for future videos, and also subscribe to Norfolk Southern Storm, EAS Test Fan 25, and NorCal Dude 599 for more devious videos like this one. And also support ThunderBuddy01's Patreon account. The link will be in the description of this video. So, yeah. On that note, this is Clear Ranger 143 signing out along with
ThunderBuddy01 and
Norfolk Southern Storm, EAS Test Fan 25, and NorCal Dude 599. And we'll see you guys in the next episode of Radio Reviews.
Someone say train?
What?
what?
3, 2, 1, human banana.
Macro sponsor us.
So, in conclusion, on the alert.
You better put that
So I have one AlertWorks and a black and white Emerson Research now. Okay.
So, Michael.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Mean that this is an Emerson?
Yes! Well, it is. It got ripped. They ripped off the Emerson. It might as well be called an Emerson.